All right. Game 3, the first round, 2018 NBA playoffs out the gate. Oh, Rudy Gay on JaVale McGee. That's how you get a crowd into it. San Antonio Spurs taking on Golden State Warriors. For a few teams, this is they're halfway through the end of their playoff run, and unfortunately, San Antonio will be one of those teams that most likely won't be playing much longer than, when is Game 4 for these guys? Saturday, Sunday. Their season is going to come to an end in a couple days. Greg Popovich, the coach of the San Antonio Spurs, obviously is not coaching tonight as he mourns the passing of his wife. Prayers to the Popovich family. Also, it was announced that Kawhi has been ruled out for the playoffs. So even if San Antonio found a way to pull off a miraculous, I'm telling you right now, they won this game. If you haven't watched the highlights, San Antonio did not win. The Warriors won this game. So even if San Antonio pulled off a miraculous comeback from down 3-0, they wouldn't have Kawhi in the remainder of the playoffs. He's done. He's not even with the team. So let's enjoy this highlight nevertheless. Again, prayers to the Popovich family. Early on, like every game in this series, the San Antonio Spurs came out and competed in the first quarter. Ooh, Patty Mills might have got away with a carry. Well, that's too easy. Nice too. They come out and compete. They come out and compete. It's just like, you could look at this team and say, if they had Kawhi Leonard, there's a good chance they would have beat the San Antonio Spurs in the first round. The Warriors in the first round, excuse me. There's a good chance that this Warriors team would have lost if they didn't have Steph Curry in the first round to Kawhi. Pop or not, pop or not. But because Kawhi is not there and the brother needs to get well, Kawhi, whatever's wrong with you. They're just missing a piece. They're just missing a guy that can get his own shot, can make plays. And for so long, I believe we gave more credit to the San Antonio Spurs system than we did Kawhi, because we've seen so many great players come through it. Well, after watching this series, Kawhi's value is showing. Now, Popovich's value is showing as well, because San Antonio still had a pretty decent year without a superstar. This might be one of his most impressive coaching jobs, but they're definitely not an elite team without Kawhi, and they shouldn't be. They don't have any perimeter elite guys. Tony Parker. Hey, over Quinn Cook, and that is 2 plus the foul. We got a steal here from Golden State. Second quarter action here. Does Draymond get the assist for that? Because that was an ugly looking assist if it was one. Livingston for 2. Other than Tony Parker. Nice to see a Tony Parker sighting in this series. Hadn't seen much of him in the first couple games in Golden State. Danny Green. Hey, okay. Spurs like, we not going home yet. Yes, y'all are. Rudy Gay for 2. Patty Mills, that looked good as soon as it left his hand. Beautiful release. We're tied. Well, Spurs down 3. Other end, Clay, JaVale. If JaVale gets a hop, there's nothing you can do with a jam from him. It's going down. Danny Green, Anderson, nice fake. Ooh, Rudy Gay came with the flushes this game. Draymond don't want any of that. And now Draymond knows he's going to have to deal with Anthony Davis in the next round. We'll see. If Steph doesn't play, that's an interesting series. Draymond, nice flush. If Steph doesn't play, that Warriors Trailblazer series is interesting. Excuse me, that Warriors Pelican series is interesting. I'm all over the place tonight. I might be sleepy. 45-41. Hey, Pau Gasol taking me back to my Memphis Grizzlies days and my Laker days. Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson for 3. Yeah. Warriors found a way to get a 7-point lead, closing out the half. A 9-point game. Rudy had it going. How many Rudy have? Rudy had a very impactful 11 points. I felt like he should have scored more just watching this highlight and not watching the game. LaMarcus had 18 and 37 minutes, but nowhere near enough. And this Spurs team is fighting. I mean, they're down 2. But the Warriors are about to go on one of these crazy runs. They've owned the second half of this series. Oh, look at Steph. They've owned the third quarters of this series. They're about to go on one of these crazy runs in a second. Danny Green over KD. That's nice. All right. KD next round. That's going to be a hot Drew Holiday or a hot Nikola Mirotic knocking down that 3 in your face. I'm just saying. Warriors up 5. JaVale McGee's like, forget it. I'll do it myself. 7-point game. Get that thing around to DeJounte Murray. He's young, man. Smell the baby milk on his breath. Iguodala had 10. Draymond Green had 10 and 7. Klay Thompson for 3. He had 19, 8 for 16 shooting. Hey, nice tip by LaMarcus Aldridge. So Durant led the Warriors with 26. Both he and Klay would enter the locker rooms early with ankle injuries. Nothing severe. As you see, Kevin Durant drills a 3. They're going to leave a couple minutes early just to ice their ankles, but they'll be fine. They'll be fine for game 4 to close this thing out. But they definitely going to want to close it out. You don't want San Antonio to win one of those games for pop. This series goes on to game 5. Somebody get injured or something like that. You got to close it out. This one's got to get closed out in San Antonio. I think they're playing again Sunday. 14-point game. Pow. Hey, good block. Anderson for 2. So it's an 8-point game here, ladies and gentlemen. Can the freaking Spurs get a stop? Not right there. Draymond knocking down 3s. Oh, wow. Ouch. And now the Warriors are getting stops. Livingston. The Warriors can taste a sweep. This fan base has been depleted. I do want to believe the Spurs maybe won't win this game with Popovich coaching, even without Kawhi. But again, sometimes life happens and it's bigger than sports. Durant with the pick from Klay. You know, you rarely see those two working together, but with Steph missing so much time this season, I've seen the growth in their chemistry. Oh, man. Warriors bust this game open. And like I said, they look for the sweep Sunday, 3:30 ABC. Final score 110-97. The score is closer than what the game was. Like I said, KD and Klay went to the locker rooms early. You don't need them. Again, Warriors are going to sweep this series probably Sunday.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.